Hello and welcome back to the channel. A bit chilly today, hence the hat, and a little bit of snow on the ground. It's actually melted quite a bit and we cleared the drive, but yeah, a little bit cold today. So back on the R53 today. Hoping that I'm going to be able to get the supercharger off today. That's the plan. Get that off, get it ready for a service, because this arrived in the post this week. So what I have got, as you can see, I've already got one side with one of the horns off from Mod Mini. Service kit, plenty of new well, the supercharger oil, new seals and clamps, etc. in there, as well as if you do the supercharger, you may as well do the water pump at the same time. So yeah, the plan is to at least try and get the supercharger off, ready to service. And also it arrived this week. Christmas came early. Santa was good to me this year, so I'm hoping that means I'm not going to be relying on jacks, axle stands, etc. Moving forward. So without further ado, I think we'll see if we can get that little beast off the car today. So first and foremost, alternator needs to come off. So before I attempt that, I am going to get the battery disconnected. What I don't want to be doing is causing any issues with the electrical system, that's for sure. Okay, battery disconnected. So first things first, big hockey stick to take the tension off the belt, and then I can take the belt off, ready to remove the alternator. 3 by, I think it's just 3 10mm bolts that go through there, and disconnect the electricity before taking that off. And I'll be taking the air conditioning pump off as well. To just create a room. I think first and foremost though, in order to get to the belt to take the tension off, I might just take the dipstick pipe off, or at least remove the dipstick from the tube. Okay, so I'll crack on with that now. So that's the alternator off. Do it a bit of a clean up. I mean, it works fine, so at least it's off. I did forget the to say there's a 10mm nut here, which is for, funnily enough, it to work. So that's off. Now I think I'm going to get the air conditioning. I don't really need to move that for the. So I might leave that where it is for now. I'm going to tidy this up because I've got a few seals and whatnot to replace here. So I might just leave that where it in situ for now, because it doesn't need replacing. So I think I'll concentrate on getting the actual supercharger off. That's going to be my priority. So let's crack on with that. So, note to self, do not remove your dipstick pipe until you have removed the water pump, because I don't know if you caught it there. There was a hell of a lot of water that came out of there, where the water pump goes into the engine block. Last thing you want is for that water full of coolant going directly into the engine, into the sump. Now, it would have been okay because I am going to be changing oil at some point in the future, but yeah, just be mindful of that. And not only that, there is a 16mm bolt into the tensioner that needs to be undone before the actual supercharger comes away. But yeah, we've got the supercharger off now. I want to move it to the bench. I could do the clean up actually before I service it properly, but so could most of this if I'm perfectly honest, but we'll crack on and do that. Okay, right, so said supercharger all taken apart. Give it a little bit of a clean up, could do a little bit more before I finish, but yeah, both horns off, water pump off, and now it's a case of filling this up, or draining the old oil out, putting the new supercharger oil in, and I believe that there should be the pulley side, pulley chamber, 140 to 145 mil in this side. I have got a little container, it goes up to 100 mil, so I've got a glass, optimistic with regards to seeing how much we have actually got in this pulley side. So without further ado, I'm going to take this off. The Allen key came with the kit, so fairly straightforward, as does a new seal for the ring there. So let us see how much we actually get out of this. Actually, do you know what? I mean, the guy I bought the car off said it had been serviced, and that looks fairly new compared to some of the videos and YouTube videos I've seen. So it looks, what have we got there now? Doesn't look too bad at all. So we there have 90 mil. So already I think we're better than some I've seen on YouTube, that's for sure. I think, yeah, I think it was a case of it had been done. I was planning to do this as a preventative rather than a cure, which is, so it looks as though I have been lucky and it has been done. The guy was not giving me any flannel when he sold me the car. It had been serviced, so that's a good thing. And it looks like it's actually got a Teflon coated supercharger, which is good. I'm assuming that because the blades are black and look like they're Teflon coated. If anyone knows the difference, please let me know, because I could be wrong. Now actually, could this have been overfilled? Because I dropped out 90 on the first lot, and we've got another 85 there, 175 mil, so looks like it had more. So they've obviously brimmed it when they've serviced it. So you can see the colour is starting to go black, but compared to the new, yeah, a bit of a difference. But they're supposed to, oh yeah, oof, that's not brute. You won't be really splash that on all over, that's for sure. My God, that is rank. But yeah, so I'm going to give that a clean up now, and then I'm going to fill it up with the, I'm going to put 145 mil in, that's for sure. Okay, so 145 mil, and this comes in increments. The syringe that came with the kit up to 60 mil. So let's see how we get on with this. Watch me knock it over. 60. I suppose there's a little bit more in there, yeah, so I'll do, yeah, I wonder how much is in that tube. So I want to go short for the other side, do I? That's 120. I'm going to add another 40, I think, because I think there'll be 5 in that tube there. So I'm going to another 120, I'm going to put another 20 in. So I think that will take me to circa 125, 145, give or take. 120 plus 20, 140 plus what's in the tube there. Let that drain in. So then I'll get the fresh seal on that, on the seal and bolt, and close that up. So what you got here is the little bag of O-rings that came with the kit. So I'm taking out one of the seals for the retaining plug. Pick. Oops. Take that off. Do you know what? Just give it a bit of a leave of the old oil. Just help it over there, and obviously wet to seat when it's when I'm putting it back on the supercharger. Oops. Pulley side complete. Okay, so water pump side. Whoever did this last time did them up and drain plugs up tight. Anyway, so I just brought that off camera. Just going to see how much we've got in this. So we should have 40 to 45 mil in this side. So let's see how we get on here. Oh geez. You need for this side, I think. So I'm going to say 40, 45, probably 2 mil in there or whatever. So let's see what we get. And again, good colour and plenty of oil. That's 100 mil, so we'll probably bang on there, I think, if I'm honest, because that is well, what did I say, 90, 100 mil container. So I think we're pretty much bang on with regards to how much we've got in there. Let's just set that down and we'll have a look, see. Oh. 60. So it's probably got about 55 mil in there. So one thing's for sure, it's not, this won't have been starved of oil. That is for sure, but which I suppose if it was the engine, you wouldn't want it overfilled. But I don't know. From what I see, people do tend to overfill these when they're filling them up. So I don't think it would cause a problem being overfilled, the supercharger being overfilled with oil. So happy days. So I'll get that filled up and nipped up again. Okay, well that's the supercharger service effectively done. Whoever did service it last time did not buy the kit from Modern Mini, because they give you just, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but they give you just enough, like a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more than you actually need, but you're not going to be left with like this guy. He must have had supercharger oil. It must have been a garage who done regular services on superchargers, but as you can see, used all that oil. It's gone in there. New seal's gone in there. Just nip that up. Need to give it just a nip up again and just clean off the excess oil, but effectively done. So now what I can do is get the new water pump on and start thinking about just giving it a bit of a clean up, I think, and new seals. As I say, if it's got the horns there, the top horn there, it's going to be, I'm just going to clean that up, get that on there, and it can actually go back on the car. Happy days. So what I would say, if you're ever thinking, ooh, supercharger service, it ain't rocket science. just take your time. I say that I haven't finished yet, it's not all back together. Yeah, so I'll hold my counsel until I've done that. But I'll tell you one thing, that's I was so bloody annoyed with this myself. So that is, where's that go? It's the front there. Where is it? Was it this piece here? So breather pipe goes in here, and then there's like a little, I guess it's like a retaining clip. The pipe goes in there, and then it kind of spreads out and holds it in place in there. I took it out, and I thought, oh, I'll leave it there. I got it out, no problem. And I thought, I'll put it back in. Second time removing it, snapped. So I believe these are like hen's teeth. So I am going to go down to mini, because I've seen one second hand on eBay for about 22 quid. So I'm going to see if I can go and see if BMW Mini have got one. That's just the top piece. There's like little prongs that come off to hold it in place around the pipe. So yeah, I did shout a bit at that point. But you know, overall, apart from that, so far we're looking good. We can get that nipped up, get all the bits back on. I'm not going to put it back on just yet because I want to clean up. I've got a couple of seals to replace that come part of the kit. The water pump seal, which goes, piece that goes to the engine block. Got that in there. Just giving it a bit of a clean up, that piece, and then there's a couple of other seals that I want to replace, just to top and tail it, make sure I capture everything. But yeah, I hope that was of use to everybody. If you like what I'm doing, please do like and subscribe. It does help me, as everybody says on YouTube, but it'd be nice to try and get a few more people following me. Please do leave comments. I'd love to have some dialogue with anybody else who's doing this. There's not just going to be the Mini. I'm going to be doing something on the M4. I'm going to be doing something on the, I might do an oil change on the ZX6, my track bike, in the next few weeks, because it's winter, and yeah, it's bloody freezing today, but it's cold. Can't go on the bike, but I want to get it done, ready for next year. So use these days, some days and whatnot, when it's cold and you can't do much to tinker in the garage. But hope you enjoyed that, guys and girls. Please leave messages, and see you in the next one. Take care.